In Module 7, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. Applications of efficiency. Well, all the stuff you learned in the previous module, now we've got it. Well, first of all, again, some modules have more than one chapter, some have two chapters. This one has two chapters. That's why you've got some extra time. So just be aware, two chapters. All right. Cost and benefit. Well, here. Let's just get to it here. The highlights of the extra material talking about efficiency. Why are socialist countries so poor? What's going on there? Um well, it's that trade-off between equality and efficiency, and we see it all over the place. And this little parable explains exactly why. It's the reduced incentive to be productive and efficient is the bottom line. But anyway, in this little parable, walks you through exactly what happens. And at the end, and some of these you've seen before, private property, lack of private property with socialism is a problem. That's why the Pilgrims almost starved as soon as they transitioned into a system of private property rights. They actually had corn left over to export. So they went from nearly starving to exporting the excess. And Paul Sumlin's Capitalism and Socialism, again, problem of incentives, weakened to the point where people just don't invest in themselves or don't to be innovative, and it just isn't there. And again, intense poverty as the result. And Sweden, Lessons for America. Interesting film here, documentary, just last year, I believe, put together by a guy who's from Sweden. And the thing with Sweden, they were a socialist country in the 80s, 70s or 80s, somewhere back in there, and they nearly went under. They almost went broke. And they have become a very strong capitalist country. Now, for some reason, you keep hearing that they're socialists, and they do talk about that in the film. But they do have some high public benefits. That's true, but they pay for them. Even low-income people pay quite a bit of taxes, so there's none of this redistribution going on, and they really pay for it. So that works if everybody's going to pay. I guess that they've shown that does work. There are problems can take place when one half is supporting the other half, and but the Sweden doesn't do that. So that is of interest. How they climbed out and become a very productive and efficient capitalist economy. Um, Other stuff. Oh, well, here's a little bit on that too that talks about that. I don't know how that. Well, yeah, I guess I know how it got started, but Sweden will be the first to tell you that they're not socialists. Let's see what else. Minimum wage. Oh, yeah, good thing there on the minimum wage. How do you help the working poor? A much more efficient way. See, this module is about efficiency and a little personal experience and incentives. People respond to incentives. Rolling Stones, Emerson, Lake and Palmer had to leave their own country to avoid taxes, and yes, people will. People will, and people are leaving New York. Uh, it's sad that governments can't figure that out, but I guess they can't. There's only so much you can take. Well, that's it for my little intro to this module. See you in the next one.